In most movies, you are in the middle of the action. If it's a sad movie, you go, oh, I'm so sad. If it's a happy movie, you go, oh, I'm so glad. If it's an angry movie, you go, oh, I'm so mad. But in the movie Playtime, you are not up close. You are all the way out here. More so than any movie I've seen, you are the spectator. You are basically the camera. Despite the title, this movie is going to put you to work, and really, it's a game. Playtime is like a moving Where's Waldo of jokes, and it's on the viewer to spot all of the visual gags hiding among the chaos. Just like the American Tourist, you enter into this world at the airport. This isn't established with a shot of a plane coming down on the landing strip, but instead with a few passengers waiting in this immaculately clean lobby. Down the hall, you see this mannequin encased in glass come to life. Turns out that's a person, and then she freezes again, and then the janitor walks in. He is just clueless about what to clean. You can literally see his reflection in the floor. Then what appears to be a nurse is seen carrying a baby. Turns out the baby is here. That woman is resupplying this very poorly placed bathroom with paper towels. One odd character segues into another, combining and overlapping with each other, each of them vying for the viewer's attention. That sense of being lost within the frame is what makes Playtime so unique. If you show this movie to 1,000 different people, everyone is going to be zoned into a different corner of the action, just like the characters on screen. That is until this happens, and everyone's attention is drawn to one point. But while that was happening, you may have missed something in the background. Not every sequence is a sensory overload, though. The director's seen here with the umbrella. Wait, that's not him. The director's seen here with the umbrella breaks up the pacing of the film with smaller, more intimate scenes as well. Like this part with Mr. Hulo and the doorman who's literally blocking him from entering the door. In order to reach the person Hulo is there to see, this doorman has to work this hilariously unintuitive machine by pressing 13 different buttons just so he can call a guy who was in a room down the hall. So this dude starts walking towards Hulo through this seemingly endless hallway. Hulo goes, oh, I'll just meet him halfway, but the doorman says, no, relax, he's on his way. So Hulo's just waiting and waiting and waiting for this guy to get to him, and then he finally arrives. Now Hulo isn't ready. So what is the point of all this? Well, this guy opens a door for him. The metropolis is governed by rigid rules and systems which struggle to interlock or support each other. Many employees stand idle with nothing to do, while others do the work of 10 people. Elevators devour then spit us out where they please, while invisible barriers divide us without our knowing. It sounds ominous, but really it's all played for laughs, allowing the movie to criticize industrialization without stooping to cynicism. Everything in Playtime is gray. The exteriors, the interiors, the cars, the clothes, the colors are so muted that a blue folder becomes an iconic landmark. If you pay close attention, you'll spot lots of real mannequins buried in the background. Where is this blank place devoid of all character? Well, that's Paris. See the reflection of the Eiffel Tower on the door? The Pont Alexandre III, did I say it right? Which Google calls the most ornate, extravagant bridge in Paris, is hidden behind a gray skyscraper. Moments before this, you see the same gray building, blotting out Big Ben in a promotional poster for London and Mexico and Hawaii. Meanwhile, the columns of Greece have been transformed into a trash can. Where things really start to fly off the rails, though, is during this enormous restaurant sequence. The first two customers arrived before the construction workers have even finished building it, so the architect sends everyone back to the kitchen. So now you got the carpenter back there measuring the fish. The coat check lady doesn't even have her own jacket on yet. The glue under the tiles isn't dried. The waiter starts seasoning this fish, gets distracted. This dude's in there gluing the tile back. It turns out the air conditioner doesn't work, and the chairs are getting so hot that they're branding everyone who sits in them with this crown design, which is really gonna suck for this lady who didn't want to check her mink coat when she came in. So now a different waiter has this table. He starts seasoning the fish again. Meanwhile, the original waiter is trying to cross the dance floor without stepping on the re-glued tile. Hulo gets there, smashes the front door on the accident, so he's just holding the handle. People think the door is still there, so they just start going with it, except for drunk people who just go right through. Jazz music comes on, everybody starts dancing. This guy is doing the fish again. It's not even the same people sitting there anymore. The ceiling starts coming down. So this guy opens his own mini restaurant inside where only the branded diners are allowed in. It just keeps spiraling and spiraling further out of control until you finally exit. And it's morning now. Whew. Just like our own, the world of Playtime can be very confusing, made even more so by illusory glass, maze-like offices, and confounding technology. But it's such a fun, joyous place to inhabit with some of the most elaborate jokes and sequences ever dreamed up that I can't help but revisit this movie again and again and again and again and again. Just do not eat that fish.